Gonna wait for people to come in and eat my dinner. Tuesdays are busy. It's like after about 12:30 it's non-stop. But it's a good non-stop. Horseback riding lesson, then drive to my chiropractor, then drive back home, then go to a city council meeting once a month, second Tuesday of the month, and I remembered today. It was awesome. How was your day? It was amazing. I'm gonna tell you about it. Oh, says you left. Did you come in and leave again? Or is it lying? Is the YouTube lying? Let me get settled here. It has been a very busy day. That's a really good question. Of course, when it's cold like this and sometimes rainy, I of course like the barn. Just a second. Hook my keys onto my purse so they don't get lost. Don't want a repeat performance of lost keys. And I have some dinner finally. I ate a little bit, but I didn't eat enough. So I'm gonna eat some more. Yeah. It was very good. So I like riding outside the best. We only ride outside for my lessons occasionally. And we're probably not gonna in the wintertime. Wouldn't imagine. It's easier for the instructors to instruct you if you're riding around in a circle around them, I'm having some mahi fish and some carnivore cheesecake. And I put a little glycine on the plate for sweetener. I need to grab. So I was gonna go on more than a half an hour ago, about 35 minutes ago. And then I couldn't find my phone, and I was sure I brought it in the house, but I didn't. My hands were full. It was out in the car. So I went out. Finally, I went out in the car. I went out in the car once and got my frozen turkey that somebody gave me. They had extras from the food bank. So I took one. Yay! So I'm going to make turkey soup tomorrow. And I'm going to use the carnivore gravy that I made with the heavy cream and stuff. I'm excited because I oversalted the gravy and I'm just going to put it as broth in the turkey soup and it'll be like creamed turkey soup. I'm excited about it. I actually still have more than I want to eat of this cheesecake tonight anyway. I don't want to eat it all tonight. It doesn't look great, but it tastes great. It almost tastes better now that it sat for a week. I need to layer up more when I go riding again. I really like having my down jacket. Down really does a good job keeping you warm. Real down. Not that fake stuff. You know. It's not a real puffy coat unless it's a down feather coat, in my opinion. Anyway, Ty, you've been asking questions and then dipping out. What's going on, bud? At least according to the number. It says there's 0 in here. So this cheesecake wasn't quite sweet enough, so I sprinkled some glycine on the plate. And I'm just dipping the fork full of cheesecake in the... I might have did all this. And then I took the drippings from the fish from the bottom of the air fryer. They're all seasoned and everything. I took the drippings and put it... Oh, that's right. Let me put my phone on the... Are we gonna have a repeat of last night? 1 or 2 people chatting and that's it. It isn't late. I know it's 8, it's 9, almost 9. Where you are, Ty. 20 minutes to 9. 8:40. No. 9:41. 7, 8. Yep. It's 9:41. Because you're 2-hour difference. And it's 10:41. East Coast. Anyway. I cooked this too long. I'll learn. I will learn. So tomorrow, I have to go in Spokane and be there by 10. I should grab some bacon and some butter. So the 2 things I need. It's funny, they start with B. I don't need beef. Just bacon and butter. Definitely don't need beef. I have lots of beef. Kind of need something for the dogs though. Maybe I will get some ground beef. I think I will do that. I guess the drippings from the air fryer are too salty. I'm not eating them. That's moist. Yummy. Anyway, Well, I'd ask how everyone's doing, but there's only 0 in here. Unless somebody is here and it's not showing. So I should be done by about, I wonder if I'll be done shopping by noon and then home by 1. And then I need to get some editing done. So I had some beef earlier, some steak, and that's what I had for breakfast. And then I had a few bites left for dinner, and I just ate that in the car at dinner time. But then I needed more when I got home because I just had a little bit. And because it's just a few bites. So I grabbed some chicken that was already cooked out of the freezer. Hey Richard. Yeah, I missed you too. It's been quiet around here. And it's late where you are, so I understand if you have to dip and go to bed. But I appreciate you saying hello. How have you been? So I rode today, and it was amazing. Ooh, I need some water. Kind of went down the wrong pipe. Good, I'm glad you're good. Oh. I need to grab my, what was that fell? You're fine, bud. Put some lemon in my, lemon essential oil in my water. Because I want some flavor. I drink plain water most of the time. Once in a while, we jazz it up a bit. Oh, my nose is gonna run. Kind of put some spicy, hot stuff on my fish. Because I do eat a little bit of hot sauce. I'm gonna see how I do with pickled jalapenos sometimes. See how my body does with that. Hey Chris, how are you doing? It's been a minute. It's been a long minute. Hey Korea. People are coming in. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was kind of coming in at different times, not the same time. And Tuesdays, I don't always come in because I'm so busy. By the time it hits noon, I'm off and running to the races. And I'm not done until, especially when I have city council. We have city council only once a month. And tonight was the night on Tuesdays. Second Tuesday of the month. So I got home at 5:30 ish, 5:40. About 5:40. No, 5:30. And maybe it was 5:20. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 5:25. I unloaded the car and took care of the dogs. Got them fed and out to go potty and all that fun stuff. And then I went to city council because it's at 6 and it's right here in town. So I just jumped in the car and drove over there. So anyway, cool, Chris. That's cool. You can hit the high notes? Now, Chris is a interchangeable name. You could be a girl. I'm assuming you're a guy, though, because usually Chris is spelled with... Wait. Let me look at your picture. Closer. I'm on my phone. Oh, no, you're a dude. I see, you're a dude. It's cool. I just listened. Have you heard that guy that was on, I think it was AGT. It was America's Got Talent. A guy that sings high opera. He's a contralto tenor or whatever you call that. He sings high tenor, like basically high soprano tenor. You watched it today. It's sort of an old one. That's funny that you watched it today because I watched it yesterday. I've seen him before. I can't remember his name. He's good though. Really good. So I think it was on, what's it called? Talent Rewind or something? Yeah, that's what it's called. Something like that. It's like an AGT. I think it's usually AGT. Anyway. Yeah, I was talking about how I'm gonna do more music stuff. Oh, and I was gonna show you my new Bible case. So it says Strength and Dignity, Proverbs 31:25. And it's my hands are not clean. Let me wipe them off. Anyway, it's not really a fancy Bible. It's just got the words of the Bible in it, which is what's important to me. But it's larger print. I wasn't gonna get larger print, but this was the only NA New American Standard. It's a smaller Bible. smaller Christian bookstore. And so this is what they had. So, and I didn't want the study Bible. Here's why. Because I want to go ahead and study the Bible for myself, and if they're telling me what they think in their interpretation, I might go with their interpretation without really researching myself and getting into the original language. So I really like getting into the original language and praying on the scriptures and letting God show me and stuff too. But especially looking at the original language. Actually, oh, your Chris is short for Christian? My brother's name is Christopher, and it means Christ carrier. Christian. I like the name Chris. My Christopher. My brother, I have a brother. All my brothers are named biblical names. Andrew, Paul, Stephen, and Christopher. I mean, Christopher technically isn't a Bible name, but it's pertaining to Christ. So there you go. Hey, Alina. Alana. I need to look at your comment. Oh, you had writing today too. Cool. Oh, nice. You cantered. Do you write English or Western? I think we talked. Talked to a couple of gals that ride. Maybe it was you, though. I think it was you. I just trotted and walked today. I don't know. I've never cantered Binga. Binga's a fjord pony. And for some reason, I want to say she doesn't canter. Maybe. Or maybe I just haven't. I need to ask if I can canter her. Thanks for coming, Chris. Do you have a YouTube channel? And is it just Chris Z? However you say your name. XHI. Have a good night if you already left. Cool. And it's just your name? Do you sing on it? Okay. Good night. I should be in here tomorrow at 6 or even before. I might be in here at 5:30. We shall see how my channel goes. Oh, you jumped? With no stirrups? Wow, I'm impressed. You're a good rider. That's fantastic. So a while back, I have a video about it. Oh, and I wanted my teacher to video, but she didn't. We forgot. But I ride Thursday. Again, I'm riding Tuesdays and Thursdays. And, oh, you're watching Happy Gilmore? You know, I don't know if I've ever watched that movie. Is that like, I don't even know what it is. Is it like a party movie? You know what I mean? Kind of like, what's his name's Day Off or something. Why do I want to say Buford? Yeah, me. I'm gonna eat all this cheesecake. Maybe not. I have just a little piece of cheesecake. I think I'll leave it for tomorrow. I'm full. Yeah, I figured it was Adam Sandler. I knew it was. Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Forrest Bueller? Isn't that his name? Forrest Bueller's Day Off. Oh, you do? On your channel? And your channel is what showed here, right? It's Alana? Am I seeing the name, your spelling of your name correctly? I think I am. I'll take a look. I will. And then I should get Elena. Yeah, we did talk. We did talk because I remember that your name is pronounced like my friend whose name is spelled Elana. Elena. No, that's what I said. Ferris. Oh, Forrest. My friend's friend was named Forrest. So that's why I said that. Ferris, Forrest. You say tomato, I say tomato. Right? I love having people in here. It gets really boring when I don't have anybody in here. I love being able to chat back and forth. Because I could do edited videos and talk to myself. And, know that people were going to be watching and do all that, But lives are kind of fun when there's people here. I know it's late, so I totally get it if people have to drop off and go to bed. Because I'm not going to stay up very long. I'm going to go to bed. I stayed awake too long last night. I went to bed, but I didn't go to sleep until... What time did I go to bed? Maybe I didn't go to bed very early. I didn't go to sleep till 1. And then I got up at 6:30. I woke up and I didn't go back to sleep. I had a carnivore cheesecake that I made. If you remember, I made videos of it. And I'm just eating the last bit of it. I have another serving left for tomorrow. And it doesn't spike your blood sugar, so it's kind of nice. I can eat it whenever I want to. Well, I used to do all kinds of stuff riding, Elena, when I was young. I do have a hip issue, so now I'm not as fancy as I used to be. I have ridden bareback, not often enough. I like riding with no stirrups. I have not done jumping, but I'd like to. We used to turn around in the saddle, like even while we were moving, go backwards. We used to do kind of I think it was Simon Says, turn around backwards, and and I don't know, 4-H teacher was really fun, and she used to have us do stuff like that. And we used to, when we were dismounting, sometimes we would slide off the butt, get off of our saddle and then slide off the butt and do fun things like that. Yep. And then I like doing, I was working on flying lead changes and always picking up the correct lead. By the time I was 18 or 19, I was doing stuff like that. Now I'm working on collection and extended trot, collected trot, getting their hind end engaged and making my horse round so that it's much better, so their back isn't caved in. We never worked on that when I was a kid. I didn't ride English, I rode Western, and I don't know if that's why or what. I mean, we did the same idea, I guess, because we worked on sliding stops and what do you call it, pivots and things like that. The other thing that we did that I loved was patterns. What do you call it? Like drill team, but we just practiced it. We weren't really a drill team, but we could have gotten good enough and done it, because we would do like thread the needle and the wagon wheel. If you're inside, then you're going slower. If you're outside on the wheel, you're going faster. You're all staying in line together. That was super fun. It was super fun. I like to do that. And I watched an instructor instructing a different class, not mine, at the same barn that I ride at. It was the advanced class, and she put them in pairs to coordinate together, to be able to keep up, to stay in step with one another and stuff. And the inside horse having to be a little bit slower and the outside horse going a little bit faster. Yeah, it was good. I need to look at your channel. So I'm riding all winter. Sounds like you are too. Where are you at, Alina? Again? If you don't mind. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Or you could give me an approximation. I'm just curious about what the weather's like where you are. Oh, you're in Maryland. Darn, you're so far away from me. Or we could ride together. Yeah, I love doing that. I love riding together as a team with other people. It's so cool. Yeah, I remember Bob Barker. Who could forget Bob Barker? It's Bob Barker. Yeah, it's cold here too. It was 35 when I left the house, and it was 31 coming home. and I had to be careful because I think that it was getting icy, and so I wouldn't. I know he's in Happy Gilmore too. Yeah, Richard. Yep. I know, I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. That's probably why it made me think of that movie. Because I knew it was Adam Sandler too. So I explained my crazy drive home the other night. I think the title says something about my crazy drive. It does. So if you want to watch my story, but there was a fatal accident in front of me. It was terrible. 9 people were, 8 were injured and 1 died. The driver of the vehicle that caused the multiple car accident, and a lot of them were children. It just makes me so sad. And so I'm praying that the kids are okay. I know people need to drive so much more carefully. It is cold in this room. Why is my heater acting like it's not working? I'm cold. Well, it'll be really cool to go look at your channel and check it out. My mini split used to show if my heater was on swing mode or not, but now I can't tell. Swing means like modulate, it goes back and forth. So the whole room gets warm. I feel cold. Anyway, I turned my heater off while I was gone because I think my dog gets too hot in here. And he got stuck in the bedroom. He wasn't supposed to get trapped in here. I had the door open. But he got trapped in the bedroom. I don't think he peed or pooped. I don't smell nothing. So I need to put my tree up, Richard. Don't remind me. Because I left. I was going to put my tree up before I left. And I kind of stalled about it because of my puppy. I don't want him going over and messing with the tree. But anyway, I need one of those dog fence things that you can put up around your tree, right? To guard your tree from kids and dogs. But I could do some training around it. If he's not good, I'll just have to go outside I'll have to take him outside using a leash in the house and then unhook the leash when he goes outside so he can run around. And then put him back in the crate in the house. But maybe he'll be good. Maybe he won't mess with it. I can dream. Yeah, it's getting late. I know. It's 3 hours ahead over there. So it's 11:15 almost. Oh wow, you have school. You better go. Thanks, Helena. I'm gonna check your channel out along with Chris Z's. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I don't know if Chris Z might not have an active channel, but I'll look. Because he said he sings. Nice to talk to you, Elena. Yeah, I'm really glad people came in tonight. It's been fun. Yep. So I was gonna tell you about my horseback riding. I guess there's not too much to say except for it just went really well. My horse has a lot of get up and go, and I got him in a really nice collected trot, which felt really good. And but then she got kind of sleepy. She would just tromp, 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 you know. It was very rhythmical. Felt good, but she needed to pick up her hind legs and get them up underneath her, and their back needs to, instead of being caved in, it feels better for the horse and it feels better for the rider. Think about if you had somebody on your back, if you were giving piggyback rides, for example, like if you were on all fours and you were playing like you were the horse or whatever, and you had somebody on your back and your back was arched instead of rounded, it wouldn't feel very good at all. And that's how it is for the horse. So you want to help them get their hind legs active and underneath them, their body, so that they're more rounded. Chuki, stay up here. I don't want to let you out again. Stay up here. Did you knock your toy down? He got a cute little stuffed cow. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get off of here in 15 minutes, say 8:30. How are you, Reagan? What are you interested in? What have you been doing? You're new, I believe, right, Reagan? So I got home safely the other night from Portland, my little week-long vacation trip that I took to visit my daughters and my grandbabies. And it was a really good trip, but on the way home it was icy, very icy, like ice storm icy, rain, freezing rain. Very dangerous and slick conditions, and people who think they can drive like maniacs. Through crazy weather. It wasn't good. So, but they cleared the road and we finally got on our way, but I had to wait for 2 hours. So, yeah, it's a fake tree, but it's cute. I like the size of it. It's not uber big and it's not uber small. So it's just right. So it'll be nice to get it set up. Anyway, I have all my ornaments, the bin with all my Christmas stuff in it is down and ready to go, and the tree is set out and ready to be put up. I just haven't done it. So tomorrow I have an appointment. Let's see. I'm gonna be home by about 1. Maybe I can work up on setting up the tree tomorrow. Maybe. I might even do a live setting it up. Or maybe after it's set up. It's not that hard to set up. You just put the pieces together. I think they're numbered. I hope that they are. It will make it easier. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting enough sleep tonight because 5 or 6 hours isn't enough. And I think I told you, well, I already made a video about it, sort of. It wasn't all about just mouth tape, but I bought this sleep tape. I mentioned it. It's this really soft, comfortable tape that sticks really nicely to your mouth. And then you can breathe through your nose at night instead of through your mouth, and it helps you not snore. It helps so that your mouth doesn't get all cottony and dry or whatever, you know. So anybody have anything interesting that they want to say? I'm really glad you came, Regan. Who else has a tree? Have you gotten it up and is it all ready to go? I just went on my trip and so I didn't get it up, and like I say, I was gonna do it before I left, but like I say, I dragged my feet a little bit because I wasn't sure about the puppy. You know how it is with kitties and doggies and stuff. And then I'll make turkey soup tomorrow. I'll use my heavy cream carnivore gravy that I made, and I'll use that for a base, like a creamy soup. But first, I'm just gonna put some water covering my turkey bones, the, carcass, to get those bones all cooked down and make a nice broth. And make them richer. And I will roast those bones first before I do that because it'll give them extra flavor. That's the way you do like a bone broth. Do bone broth bones or any kind of bones. You can just roast them in the oven till they're toasty, and it makes the broth really good. Yep. Yeah, my activity watch monitors my sleep. It doesn't always register though. I got 9,000 steps today. My goal is 10,000, and then I want to go beyond 10,000 to 15. I cheated though. I don't know. I think it kind of counts because horseback riding isn't just sitting there like a bump on the horse. You're doing things and you're moving and you're grooving and you're exercising. I suppose it's cheating. So, anyway. Yeah, and I've noticed that even if my sleep is shorter, I still have a really deep sleep. I go into REM sleep. And according to my activity watch, sometimes I don't believe it because it seems unusual that I would get 6 or 7 hours of sleep and be 4 hours in REM. I don't know, but yeah. Well, horseback riding, though, I suppose you could be super duper lazy about it and just walk or whatever. But usually I'm doing stuff and I'm moving and I'm concentrating and I'm making the horse do things and all of that. So it's good exercise, it really is. But I think I've learned to ride smarter, not harder, because I think I was working really hard before at posting and different stuff, and now it just comes a lot easier and it doesn't hurt because my body is aligned a lot better. And that method that we used of the Spanish riding school, we used the Spanish method, and it's you go around on a lunge line with the instructor, and now I'm on my own and I have the reins and stuff, and my body is a lot better aligned, and you know, so it's been good anyway. But I don't get as tired, so I do feel like I don't really deserve 9,000 steps today because I've learned to work smarter, not harder. I used to sweat when I rode. Like, really, you know? But that's because I was learning and I wasn't, like, I was probably working really hard because my body wasn't aligned, so I kept trying to get my body in alignment and it wasn't, you know what I mean? So now it's more naturally in alignment and straight. So it's better. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better all the time. So all right, guys, let's see. We have about 3 minutes till I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna go sleepy bye because I am tired. I'm fading. Karia, I can't remember what time it is there. Is it like middle of the night? Oh, I really liked that workout. It was only 20 minutes. And I'll have to tell you guys what that workout was. Karia asked for the replay. Karia asked me how I liked that full body workout with my daughter. I think it's called Total Body or Total Workout, or don't quote me on it. I just subscribed to her channel. I'll have to go look. I really like her though. I really do. There was some push-ups and some planks and some proper sit-ups, not where you're straining your neck, if you know what I mean. Some, like you go in a V or whatever to do your, if you know what I'm saying, your head's here, bum, legs, and then you go up and touch behind your knees for your sit-up. Anyway, What else? Oh, and there were some lunges, some backwards lunges, and some, I really need these. They're those Roman deadlifts. Isn't that what they're called? Yeah, aren't they called Roman deadlifts? Anyway, they just call them RDLs, where you're on one foot, balancing on one foot, and then you lean over and touch one hand on the ground, or you don't touch one hand on the ground, and you can use a weight or not. You can just use, and this lady was just doing body weight, which was nice. It was good. And it was, oh wow, 4:30 a.m. Yeah, you're the one that stays up. Oh, you're at the gym. Wow. So you try to get in there early and beat the crowd? Cool. Cool. That's really great. Yeah, I think that the strength training is going to be super good, and it's already been really good. I could get up on the horse easier today. For me, it seems like it's going really slow, like to it's hard to move my leg over, and that hip is hard. But I found this guy, what's his channel named? Flexi something? Literally Flexi something. I just found him over the weekend, and he's great. And I got his free PDFs of hip exercises and hamstring, hamstring exercises and stuff. I'm gonna start doing those. And he has one for he has all this stuff on flexibility, and he talks about how he's super funny. He does these fun videos and stuff. And he says, kids move all over the place, and they're not afraid to move. And he's doing things like standing on his curled toes in his barefoot shoes, the flexible shoes, which I have. I have a few pairs of them. I went to the Good Feet store, and they convinced me to buy their insoles. And now I only wear insoles almost all the time. I never go barefoot. I don't know that it's really a great thing. I think, I don't think you strengthen your arch by sticking an arch support in it all the time. There might be a time and a place for it, but I think mostly we were meant to help our feet be strong. And I was watching somebody else about feet. But anyway, this guy was doing crazy things with his feet. And just with his body, period. Jumping up and grabbing a branch in a tree, and then, bringing his body up and around arms, or, you know what I mean, like kids do, flipping around like that, like we used to do. So your shoulders are all flexible, and your, knees are flexible, and if we keep moving, we'll stay flexible. I think that might be his channel name, Stay Flexi. Anyway, look it up. Look up Stay Flexi. He's great. I like him. Anyway, he talks about instead of bulking up, more lengthening for strength and flexibility. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool. So I'm going to be doing more and more of that. more movement like that. And I've been doing more stuff. He's got this really cool way to get you to be able to touch instead of just being like, you go down and you try to touch your toes and you can't even touch your toes. Well, he shows you there's like 4 exercises and you do them consecutively. And the last one you spin around. I can't remember what you do after that. Oh, I think you just spin around 3 times and then you try to touch your toes again. And you go down, and inevitably you can go down way farther than before, and usually people can touch the floor. It's cool. So he shows you, and I mean, I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to put my head on my knees, you know, my face on my knees and way down my leg. I used to be able to bend, you know, like that. So I want to get back there. So that's what I'm working on. Oh, I accidentally saved a highlight. I didn't mean to do that. And I'm going to do Pilates. Honestly, I'd rather do Pilates than yoga because yoga has that religious component to it. And there's the poses are to specific gods, and I seriously don't want to do that. But Pilates kind of gives you the same thing, the balance, the flexibility, the, you know, strength. And so I just need to find like a Pilates program or videos or whatever on YouTube. Yeah. Keep it flexy. He's fun. I don't know, I forgot his name. But I'm gonna go grab my Google Drive, those PDFs out of the Google Drive and go through the exercises and tips that he has for your hips and your he has other ones, but like I said, I know that my hamstrings and my hips right now are what I want to focus on, so I started with those. Anyway, it's 8:37. Nice talking to you. I will talk to you soon. Okay, Ria, if you're still here, what did you eat today? Or what are some of the main things that you ate today, or whatever? Because I know you try to stay on a healthy path, right? I think you told me that you're very low carb. Anyway, I'm interrupting your workout. Sorry. And I'm going to check out, it's Alana, Alanna channel. She horseback rides. Yeah, thanks. You had oats and salmon for dinner. Yeah, I had mahi and chicken and beef today. And a little bit of liver. It was actually turkey liver, which isn't as good. Sorry. Well, maybe it's the way I cooked it too, because I just simmered it on the stove. I gave some to my dogs, and I have some turkey gizzard too. I like turkey gizzard. It's kind of chewy. It's very sinewy. So it has lots of connective tissue, which is good for you. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow and we'll see what the day brings. I don't know, maybe I'll be in during the day, but I'll at least be in at night, and I'll try to get in by 6 or even sooner. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and you have a good day too. Good job on your workout. You'll have to tell us what your workout routine is. Sounds like you use machines and stuff. Not right now, but just, let us know what you do, how many reps and all that stuff, how many sets, stuff like that. There might be some people who are interested in starting a routine, or maybe you have good tips on how to get started in the beginning, All right, good night. I'm looking forward to being rested and not so tired and getting the rest of the way rid of this cold. Good night.